Hello today. Today I want to talk about what your favorite game is. Today on Game Crazy, I want to talk about what your favorite video game is of all time. Now, I've thought about this a lot, and it's really hard to pinpoint down to one game. Dragon Warrior, I love that game. Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasies, I loved them. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Contra, all the Super Mario Brothers, the Castlevanias, the Ninja Gaidens. I'm gonna have to say that my favorite game of all time is Minecraft. I don't care if you're talking about the Switch, the Wii U, the Xbox 360. I absolutely fell in love with that game. Alright, the possibilities of that game. Being dropped in a world where every second counts. You have to find your materials. You have to build a shelter before nightfall. You have to find your food. You have to cook your food. You can mine diamonds. Make your swords, your armor. It's like a dream turned into a video game. So, Minecraft is probably my favorite game of all time. When I was a little kid, which my brother is 6 years older than me, my sister is 12 years older. When she married and she moved to close to Grayson, she'd let me and my brother come over and stay all night with her, and she would take us to the movie store. It was a trailer in Grayson that rented out movies and, of course, Nintendo games. Me and my brother would go in there and we'd hunt and try to find the coolest games possible. We was big Conan the Barbarian fans. So we come up on a game, but the cover art looks amazing. Swords and Serpents. And let me tell you, that was not a fun time for us. This is before my role-playing days. So, you know, we was used to Mario, Contra, Punch-Out, all these action titles. Reading and doing all this on this game, nah, just didn't like it. But that was a fun memory. When I was a little kid, Mom and Dad had a console TV. I think it was like a Zenith, one of them big floor models. And that's the first time I ever remember playing the Nintendo Entertainment System. My cousin Wayne and my brother had rented it from a local movie rental store called Mostly Movies. And see, before that I was always used to Atari, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, with the 2600 graphics. So when they hooked this Nintendo Entertainment System up to that Zenith color TV, and I seen Super Mario Brothers for the first time, it blew my mind. And for some reason, they was probably telling me that Mario and Luigi was plumbers, but in my head, I was thinking they was painters. I don't know if it was the overalls. I don't know as a kid if I associated painters wearing these white overalls and stuff, but That was some good times, and that was the first time I ever played Super Mario Brothers. Oh, Bubby boy. After we played Super Mario Brothers, like I said, we had rented that Nintendo from a movie rental store. We owned the Atari 2600. So, my brother went and bought Mario Brothers on the Atari 2600, thinking it would be like Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's not. It's nowhere close. So that was a big disappointment. When I started dating my wife right now, we was in high school. I bought her a PlayStation 1. I don't know if it was for her birthday or for Christmas. And I bought her a few games. I had my own PlayStation 1, but I bought both of us a game called The Legend of Dragoon. Of course, that's a Final Fantasy VII rip-off game. I mean, people can say what they want, but it is. It was a rip-off of Final Fantasy VII. That's not a bad thing. I love the game. She loved the game. She was at her house playing it. I was at mine. We was playing it parallel to each other, which I had to work. I worked at KFC at the time. So while I was at work, she would be playing this Legend of Dragoon, and she was just getting so far ahead of me. So far ahead of me. I never could catch up with her. So she ends up beating the game. I'm out there at their house watching her beat it, and I just lose all interest. So that is one game I want to go back and play. One year for Christmas, I bought my girlfriend, now that's my wife, a watermelon Nintendo 64. I bought her Majora's Mask, and I think I also had to buy the little expansion pack so the Nintendo 64 could play Majora's Mask. She had already had, I think, the Ocarina of Time. That was her uncle's or hers, I'm not for sure. I think it was her uncle owned the console, but I think her mom would buy her Nintendo 64 games to play at her uncle's house. So I bought her a watermelon Nintendo 64, which we still got, and the Majora's Mask. When the Wii first came out, you couldn't get one. It was impossible. People was going crazy over the Wii, which they did too with the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. They was hard to get one. The Wii, we would get up and we would call Walmart. We would call Electronics Boutique. We would call Sam Goody, and nobody had one. We got word somehow that one morning Kmart was going to get like 5 or 6 consoles. Alright, me and my wife get up. There's snow and ice all over the road. I tell her, I don't care, we're getting the Wii. We drive over to Grayson. As I'm pulling in, I drove a little 97 Grand Am at the time, in which we went slow, but we got up early and went. As I'm pulling in the Kmart parking lot, there's people sitting in their car in the parking lot. I see little kids getting out of their car, starting to run towards the door. I pull the car and park, and I run up there as fast as I can, and guess what? We got a Wii that day. The consoles that I found out in the wild: Atari 2600, the 5200, the 7800, a ColecoVision, an Intellivision, Pong consoles, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Philips CDI. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not. It's pretty crappy, but there's some weird Mario and Zelda games on it that's worth checking out. Found a 3DO. Didn't have the money on me at the time. We went to the ATM to get the money. I think it was like $75. There was a stack of games like this. $75 for that 3DO. Come back and somebody had already bought it. Atari Jaguar. One time found the Atari Jaguar. I've got it. I bet I ordered it off eBay before the prices skyrocketed. I got that and a bunch of games. Let me think. I'm not even going to go into the handhelds because there's just so many of them, but we have found so many handhelds on our travels. We go yard selling, we go flea marketing, we even do a little eBaying and Amazoning. We was at the flea market over the weekend. We was walking through there, looking around. This man had a bunch of junk on his table. Had one Nintendo 64 game. GoldenEye 007. And I'm standing here looking at this game and I'm like, he'll probably ask $20, $30 for this game. Well, right as I'm getting ready to grab it, a hand comes out of nowhere and picks the game up. And that goes like, oh yeah, here you go. It's the guy that's on the inside of the flea market that has the game store. $2. He turns around and goes back inside, puts $25. I mean, I know they got to make money. The Lord of mercy, come on. That's pretty bad in my book. We just stopped at a garage sale in Flatwoods, Kentucky, and you won't believe what we found. Chloe found a couple porcelain dolls, which the man immediately said, you can have them. Okay. Connor found a Yoshi doll, and the man said, you can have them. Well, Amanda's like, come here a minute. And I'm like, what is it? What'd you find? She found some PlayStation 1 strategy guides. Brave Fencer Musashi, Final Fantasy VII, Kingdom Hearts, Alundra, and a Breath of Fire 3, which is in rough shape.